Okay.
So,
I'm a little bit
so
worried.
I've been watching gameplay footage of Hyrule Warriors, and I really, really want a Wii U now. Cause,
I just
uh,
I just want a gaming console.
not only that, but like the music and everything. Oh shit! Oh hi! I pressed the button.
I don't know how you can do that on accident, but whatever.
It
I ain't
was all
drumming
I'm
good
that
sorry,
up
I'm
to
bitch.
that
typing.
moment. It was all good up until that moment, and then I was like, nobody's gonna believe us.
Nope. So it was good-ish.
No, but seriously, I have been watching gameplay footage of Hyrule Warriors, and oh my god.
I want to get it. I want to get a Wii U.
Yeah, I want a Wii U for that, and I guess everybody would want to come over to my house if I got Brawl.
Yes.
I don't know though, because friendships can end over Brawl.
Oh no, that's no.
Brawl
Smash
is
4.
fine.
Smash 4, man. Smash 4. Get that for the Wii U. Oh.
Smash, maybe, but definitely Mario Party. You can't play that with people you want to
Friendships
stick
are
with.
ruined. Relationships have been broken up over Mario Party.
Oh, by
Yeah,
the
right.
way, I'm getting Destiny probably either tomorrow or a couple days this week.
PS3?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got GameFly, so
I
you know.
will. I will. Just let me know. Just let me know when you're getting it. I'll jump in on my level 29 and help level you the fuck up.
Okay.
We will play it on every hard mode so you can like level so fast. Yay! All right. So hi, welcome to the podcast. We're real people, and we're not going to pretend like we aren't. Yeah. Welcome to the cosplay interview.
Hi.
This is horrible. It's already going horribly. Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
We're here with Yokaze Cosplay.
Hi.
We're just gonna call her Erza for like the sake of time instead of constantly
Right.
saying Yokaze Cosplay. So that way,
She
it's
didn't
like,
even get it right that time. You
Urza-
only said it twice and you mispronounced it half of the time. Cosplay.
I'm sorry. I speak at least enough Japanese to know what kaze means. So it just feels like I'm saying, "Yo, Shadow."
What's up?
Actually, that's wrong too. Kaze
No, wait,
is wind.
Wind.
I was
Wind.
gonna say kaze is wind, but
Kaze is Shadow.
yo wind.
Yo,
When
wind.
he said cogs, it's probably because he said cosplay, and I was saying that as he was saying it, so he heard the G instead of the Z.
Cosplay.
It means night wind.
So it's
Night
like
wind. Ooh. I was gonna ask you if it meant something.
I want
Yeah,
the high
because
wind.
I'm always working on stuff in the middle of the night, like right before the convention. Like, oh god, sound faster, must paint. Oh gosh.
Wait, has somebody already started talking about professional pants on the chat?
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
It was
Oh,
Elfman said we're professionals, so I said hashtag professional
We are
pants.
totally professionals.
We've got our professional pants on for
We got
Wendy.
professional pants.
What
We've got our
pants?
professional pants on.
Let's face it. That was just a lie. This is the No Pants podcast. We're just gonna start calling it that. Like once Fairy Tale ends, we're just gonna be like, "Welcome to the No Pants podcast. Today we talk about lots of awesome things in geekery while not wearing pants
I mean, who needs pants?
because pants are just uncomfortable
Pants are made for one thing: taking off.
for taking off." Alrighty, so we're gonna try and eventually ask questions, but
Well, we have figured out that her name means something and isn't just cool.
yo, wind.
No, night wind. Close though. Well, how about we start with just basic? How long have you been cosplaying?
Yeah.
Ooh. Probably since myself since I was about 14. My first costume was a Sailor Jupiter.
Okay, how old are you? So we have some context for that.
I'm 30.
Okay.
Wow, look at that. That's cool.
See,
Yeah.
somebody in my peer group. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm still
I
the oldest
guess
person
you
here,
could
but damn it.
technically say my first costume when I was like 1. My dad dressed me up like a Viking for Halloween.
Amazing.
So I
You
was
were
this
already
little itty bitty Viking with a little I found the costume like last year, and
So
it was
she was
the cutest
already
thing
doing
ever.
dragon.
That's so cute. Oh, I also feel like we should point out that she's got her robe of UN Erza on right now.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yes.
wearing my robe of you, and I even put on a little tattoo.
I saw that earlier.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like
I'm
that.
wearing the whole thing, except I'm sitting on my bed, so you can't see it all.
I like that that at a very early age you were already pre-cosplaying for How to Train Your Dragon. So that's nice.
Right.
Oh, like that little
That didn't
cute
come
girl
out
from
yet. That didn't come
NDK.
out yet, and you were already cosplaying. Awesome. You're so ahead of your time. Good times. All right. So, what got you into cosplay specifically, though? Like, what was it? There's always a story behind it, and we're trying to find the story. So, what is your story?
Tell us your life story.
No, not your
Honest-
life story. We don't have that long of a time. No, we don't have.
Honestly,
we don't have so much.
I would have to say probably when I was a kid, my first anime was Sailor Moon, and I thought it would be fun because my friend was going to NDK in Denver, and she's like, "Oh, we should dress up and go." So that was the first time I did it, and I had a lot of fun, and I like to sew, and so I started cosplaying, and once I discovered Fairy Tail, I actually only started watching it because I saw Erza, and I was like, my real hair is red, it's just not this red. And we are about the same dimensions, and I was like, well, this will be really perfect, so I just started making armor.
So now the audience is going to ask for your measurements. Nice. Okay.
Well, I feel like maybe they won't, hopefully. Because I would hope that,
I have the same dimensions. No, when somebody says they have the same dimensions as Urza, the first thought is,
then you don't need them. You don't need the measurements. You just guess. Right?
Dimensions is close, but it's not exact. So some people may want.
I think I might be slightly
It's for
taller.
Science. No, don't bring science into this. Don't do.
It's for
You're
science.
gonna scare her away. She's only been on for like 5 minutes. You're gonna.
Oh,
Be
come
nice.
on. We were chatting with her for like up to 20 minutes before we even.
Hey!
If we haven't scared her away yet, it's not gonna happen.
It's true. She did hang out with us beforehand. Aaron says hi, by the way.
I'll tell him hi too.
He says he's excited to see you on the show.
Hi, Aaron.
What has been your favorite cosplay to work on and make so far?
Ooh, that's real tough. It's really a toss-up between the Heaven Wheel armor and the Blackwing armor I just did.
I saw the Blackwing armor. That looked.
That one you have at NDK, I think it was, right, with your backlit with through the wings, is such an epic picture. Oh my gosh!
And guys, if you haven't done so, if you're watching live or later on, scroll down to the description. There's actually a link to her Facebook fan page. Go ahead, check out her pictures, give her a like. But the picture that we're talking about is up there. Please make sure to go through and start spamming likes. It's gonna be like you're gonna get like a bunch of, I hope.
I mean, I've been doing it for the past few days.
We shared
I
on our
appreciate
Facebook page, our Twitter, and on the Google Plus page. We also posted it in the cosplay section of the Fairy Tail community on Google Plus that has like over 28,000 followers. So hopefully you'll be getting a lot more love headed your way very soon. So.
Thank you, because that Blackwing armor was my 5th armor of Erza's, and I have 6 more lined up that I want to do.
So much armor.
So what I really like about the way you do it is that because you've told me this over our slight chatting the past few weeks, is that you try to keep it true to anime regardless of necessity for like braces and frames and stuff, and I think that's really cool. Also, like, how do you do that?
When we're make this with my boyfriend, and we're both engineers and computer scientists too. So, my Lightning Empress, I don't know if you can see it from the pictures, but like he made the spear light up. It actually flashes blue and green lightning. Yeah, there's some videos that I need to put on there. I found
That is really cool.
But
I really like
the
the
wings,
spear.
they move. You know, I mean, there. If you look, I think there's one picture on that nighttime photo shoot for the Blackwing armor. The middle between the wing supports is open. My back is open to the air.
Yeah,
so we
I
made
saw
that out of like fiberglass. So I made a backpack out of fiberglass. And the Heaven Wheel armor, the entire breastplate, or the boob plate rather, is all fiberglass. So those wings are actually separate. My back is open to the air on that too.
Yeah. Holy crap! I don't think I saw any of
You
your.
said breastplate and it sounded so official, and then you turned it right around to boob plate, and I was like, "Yep."
No, because I mean it's not really a breastplate for Urza.
One of us. Yeah.
The Lightning Empress armor I did is a breastplate because it doesn't have it between the boobs. The other ones where you have, you know, it's called a boob plate where you can see it. So. Like our Heart's Cruise armor has a breastplate. It's actually
Free the tatas!
I didn't know that.
And actually, boob plate is typical for designing like video game characters and stuff, but it's the worst thing ever for an actual armor because if you were to be hit in the chest, it would crack your sternum. So a breastplate, which kind of is shaped more like this, will actually deflect it off of you.
Leave my sternum alone.
Oh, it does. It does light up. You're right. I mean, obviously you're right. I just hadn't noticed it before. And whoa, whoa! It's just so cool.
I love that spear, but it weighs a ton. I had to wake up for a year to just hold that thing. That is a 10-foot long spear. Just that round part with the tip is about 2 feet, so give you a sense of scale.
How many Urza cosplays do you have, and how many more are you hoping to do?
Well, I have 6, including her black bikini. I'm planning on doing the 2 tournament armors, so the one that's similar to the Robe of UN that's like pink and purple, and the one that she had where, you know, it's got that like purple thing that comes down, it's open to the legs, with the like thigh-high blue boots and stuff. I want to make that one. I'm looking at doing the Purgatory armor, the Fire Empress armor, the Heart's Cruise armor, and the Archer armor from the movie.
All of it. She's gonna do all of the armors.
Not all of them.
I'm just kidding. I just like that you are doing ones that I not necessarily have seen super often or before. Actually, I don't think I'd seen any Robe of UN cosplayers until I was at NDK, and then they were everywhere.
Yeah, but a lot of them didn't have the... What I did is I had made this in 12 hours, so I hand-dyed the flowers and everything, and I put it all on there. I made the sleeve because I wanted to do the manga version. I thought it looked better, but I used the anime colors, and that's why I have this awesome sleeve, which works as a pocket, so I don't have to carry money.
Yes! Yes.
The only
Good
bad
plan.
part is sometimes my rope comes untied here, so I don't have my bow.
Oh my.
I've actually seen somebody do Urza's casual outfit with actual armor for the top, like actually made out of like metal.
Sheet metal, yeah.
Yeah. Like the actual normal everyday stuff that we're used to seeing her walking around in, especially in the beginning. And somebody actually made that
that's
out
what
of...
you wanted.
That's ridiculously crazy.
That's what you said you were going to do, right? The Heart's Cruise one?
Yeah, but I don't want to do the normal Heart's Cruise with the red emblem on it. I want to do the newer version because the way it's spaced apart is a lot easier to move in, and I've kind of found mobility is something I value, which is with that Blackwing armor I can move a lot in.
I like to be able to move. I don't want to be C-3PO.
Okay.
Oh yeah, another problem. There's a problem that most people don't realize with people who are wearing armor. You can't go to the bathroom unless you get naked. You basically have to take everything off to go, so you're stuck.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about before the show.
Remember all those Alphonse Elric
you can't sit. Yeah, right. But you said you can't sit when you're wearing the Blackwing, right?
But oddly, I can like kneel down. I just can't like sit on a chair unless they're stacked up high enough. Which is just
lean on it.
Yeah, there is no riding in a car. Although last year I did go to where I work for a costume contest in the Lightning Empress armor, and I
Nice.
drove in that, and I think I almost caused an accident because this old lady was just like, "What the?"
Right. I mean, if I have just like wearing my Espeon like purple wig, have had people just look at me. I can't even imagine if you've got all of this everywhere,
Oh
like
yeah, and then I just
amazingness.
walked into work like it was nothing, which was kind of funny.
I
It was
I now
Halloween,
now want
but
I now think, okay, Elfman, we need to get it all together, get the prosthetics and everything, and we're gonna go on a car ride where you
Right?
where you are decked out as Beast Soul Elfman. We'll see how many people we can scare the crap out of on the highway.
Yes.
You should
just
do the
sitting
Grand
in the
Magic
car,
Games
like,
one.
what's
That's
Where
what
you
I'm
got all the
doing.
spikes.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, that's right. You wanted to do that one. Yeah.
Oh, you want to do the Lizard Man? Let's do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Lizard Man. That's what it is.
Lizard Man
That's awesome.
Elfman? Oh my God, yes. We've got a pickup truck. We'll just take the bed off, the top of the bed off, and you can sit in the back and just scare the crap out of children. This is what happens if you don't eat your vegetables.
So I have a question. Since you said Fairy Tale, you saw Erza, and that was what made you want to start watching it. What is it about Erza that you like so much? I mean, I love her, and I am just in awe of how many armors you have and plan to have in the future. Like, so cool. But
okay.
I'm just curious.
I'll tell you a quick story about how I started watching it. So I played this game, online game, like just an MMO, and one of my guild members was like, "Oh, I've got a perfect theme song for you." So he sent me Fairy Law on YouTube, and
Yes.
I was like, "Wow, that sounds pretty badass," you know, like that. Okay, and then I was like, "Man, you know, that was really good. I was kind of like Celtic music. I wonder if this is like a video game because it sounds like it's from a game." So I looked up more music. I was like, I really like this music. Oh, it's a show. Hey, look, a
Yeah.
music video. There's a red-headed chick with a lot of swords. I'm gonna watch this. And by the time she showed up, I was already hooked because I mean, who doesn't like Natsu, right?
I know, right? It's funny that you say it's the music that started, because I'm pretty sure if the music wasn't as good as it is, I would not have continued, like, been as obsessed with it as I am.
Yeah, I actually
Love
have
the
the
music.
music in my car. I listen to
Love.
it while I drive.
Oh yeah, I have it on my iPod, and I was on a midnight flight a few weeks ago to go to Dragon Con, and I listened to it the whole flight. Just all of the songs. It's amazing.
It just makes you feel so epic driving down the road.
Right? And like I have a few, like I have Natsu's theme on my running playlist, and whenever it comes on, I'm like, no matter how tired I am, I always pick my pace up because I'm like, can't disappoint Fairy Tail. Gotta go. I mean, it's stupid. I feel really silly once I like realize that that's my thought process, but it happens every time without fail.
Whatever works for you, though, because like the
Right.
music's just awesome in general.
Right.
But
Sorry.
then to answer your question, when I saw Erza, I was like, oh, she's kind of like me. Because, for example, if I'm on a call at work and the people next to me are being loud, I will just mute myself and be like, dude, what the hell? And they all just sit there. It's just Gray and Natsu like, yes, ma'am. And like, I actually do jujitsu, and I did aikido before, so I know how to use weapons of various sorts, because that's what I sort of am better at.
Oh, okay.
She has like all the weapons, she has armor, it's interesting to make, and so that's why I started cosplaying her, and I have a lot of similarities with her, so that's what happened there.
Nice. Do you you cosplay a few other things, right? Or have you decided to do strictly Erza now?
No, I did do Rose from Legend of Dragoon. That was
Nice.
the first time. I went from beginner to masters, actually, competition-wise, because of that armor. That was made out of craft foam and hot glue, and they laughed at me when they said, what are you in? I tried intermediate. They were, ha 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 ha, no, you're masters. And I was like, shit.
I don't want to do that, but I do.
And then I didn't win, so I made this Valkyrie villain character actually named Malia from kind of a lesser-known game called Knights in the Nightmare. It plays like Final Fantasy Tactics, but really, really hard.
Yes.
And her outfit is like insane. It's the one with the long white hair. If you look at my pictures, with the like weird sword that has all the holes in it and stuff. I won Master's Craftsmanship for that because there are details you can't see behind the hair and stuff. And
Okay.
once you win, you're like permanently stuck in Masters. So I have to try to top myself every time, which is like kind of hard to do. It's like, how do you beat a dragoon? How do you do better than this crazy thing? You know.
This is why.
Do
This is why I
something.
don't do
You could
cosplay.
do something crazy of Erza's.
Yeah, I was
Good thing
like,
she's got so many.
we were joking about making the adamantine armor with an eject button, and I'd have a different outfit underneath. So just go up on stage and be like, poof.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that would be so good. That would be so funny.
I would have to have like 30 stage ninjas run up to get the rest of that outfit, though, because it'd be everywhere.
That would be amazing.
Or you could just, in typical fairy tale tradition, you know, you go up there with this badass-looking armor, and then poof, it's the seducting armor.
Oh
Ooh,
no,
that would be great.
I would get disqualified for that.
It's technically a cosplay.
I don't know. I don't know. Gotta be wearable in public, and they do have rules, so.
That's really funny.
You don't believe in rules in fairy tale.
Just have a bikini
I mean,
on
to be-
underneath. That's legal.
Yeah, it's fine.
Look, if it works in Miss America, if the Miss USA pageant has one, they need to calm
Oh.
down.
Somebody that's watching us says that they saw you at NDK and hope to see you as Erza next year, and that they want to go as Laxus.
Awesome.
Neat.
Well, looking
First,
forward to seeing your Luxus then, because I'll
Right?
probably be yours again.
first
Right.
and foremost, I was wondering if you chose Urza because she had like that's almost a lifetime of cosplay options right there because she has so many outfits.
Nah, I do like 2 or 3 a year at least, so.
I haven't seen enough of the maid outfit Urza or the gothic lowly Urza. He actually has those. Like, people just think, oh, it's all armor. I'm like, no, she has like, different clothes and
Got
stuff.
so
too.
many different things. It's
She
so
will-
good.
Actually,
she will re-equip pajamas, evening wear, bathing suits. It's all re-equip.
My
Yes,
favorite thing
I
about
had to-
Erza is that she has all these things that she can just re-equip, but then she still brings the shit ton of luggage.
oh no! Do you guys read the manga? Because they had an explanation for that big pile in there.
Oh, did they? I don't remember that.
Yeah, they were. It was Lucy and Mira trying to figure out why she has this big pile of stuff like in her luggage, and then Erza just jumped in and she's like, "It's my food."
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it wasn't in the anime. It was in the manga in the back
Yeah.
with the Mira and Lucy explained fairy tale. Yeah, she was like,
Oh, I've only read it
Yeah.
online. I need to read
yeah,
it. Okay,
and I was
that's
laughing
why.
so hard because I was always wondering what that was, and I'm a little bit like that too.
Wait, are we all?
No, seriously, like if we go
You
to a
go to
convention.
work with like a mountain of luggage behind you?
No, well,
Lunch.
you could say that. I do have like I'm afraid someone's gonna steal my lunch, so I have a cooler. And I just fill it with all the food I can fit in there.
If you want to discourage people from doing that, the first impression is to just come in carrying a giant monster horn over your shoulder. Nobody mess with you again.
I should make that thing. That'd be really fun to just like have as a prop.
Or just let everybody
Right? If you could do casual with the giant horn.
either that or go into old school. You could tell them that your best friend is Terry Tate, office linebacker. You touch their food, he's totally gonna like come in and just like flip them over and like knock them all around the office. That'd be. I miss those commercials. Why are there not more of those?
What?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You haven't seen Terry Tate, office linebacker? YouTube that shit. YouTube it. It's hilarious.
Oh, Elfman went poof.
Yeah, there's
yeah.
a commercial about a law firm that hired a linebacker to make sure that people followed the office rules, and every time somebody did something like this one guy just went into the fridge and grabbed somebody's cake out of the fridge and started eating it, and then he comes up and just pile drives into him, and he goes, "You want to be taking other people's cake? Terry's gonna give you a piece of his special pancake, and you won't want seconds of that. And dude walked away without filling the toner after printing God knows how many things, and like the printer was backed up and jammed. And he just comes in and clotheslines the dude, and he goes, "You ain't gonna walk away from fucking." Me too, catch paper jam, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my god, this is hilarious. And it's the same guy, if you've ever played Gears of War, it's the same guy that does the voice of the Coltrane in Gears of War. And he's actually an ex-pro football player. So it was hilarious. This law firm hires a freaking linebacker to come in and just tear the crap out of their employees for messing up.
That's very silly. I have no idea what you're talking about. Elfman disappears all the time. No, I'm explaining.
His internet is not the best.
Also, is there a storm?
No.
Oh, he said it was cold, and in my head, it's cold because it's storming.
No, it's cold because it's October.
Yeah.
It was so nice today here. Oh, it was like 70. It was amazing.
Something's wrong in my state if it doesn't snow on Halloween.
I know, right? Same here. I'm actually, I'm from Denver, so I definitely
so you're
know that one.
close.
Yeah, I'm from Denver, and I live in Salt Lake now, where the weather's really similar. So it's right now it's really warm, but I'm pretty sure that when I go,
Halloween, we do lots and lots of leaves.
You're in Nashville.
No, I'm not in Nashville. I'm in McMinnville.
Well, okay, whatever.
Too far away.
It doesn't really snow that often.
You could have just said Tennessee, and it would have been fine.
Whatever. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
Yes. Glad you admitted it.
But it's nice now. But in 2 weeks, when I go to Rocky Horror Picture Show and wear Rocky Horror Picture Show-esque gear, it's going to be freezing. And I'm like, for real though? Can we just hold off on the cold? It's just like Halloween. I remember having to build my costumes around my snow coat and pants because it was always so cold and just snowy and everywhere.
Yeah, being a little kid, and you always want to have the scariest costume possible, and then you can't because it's got snow
looking like a
covered in a jacket.
You end up looking like a snowman no matter what. I'm pretty sure I was a hobo one year so that I could just pile a bunch of layers underneath a jacket. It was not an original costume. It was pretty terrible. But when it's so cold, you don't have a choice. You have to go trick or treating, and you just.
Yeah, I know, right? Now I just go to Halloween parties so I can wear whatever I want.
Right. Do you wear your cosplay, or do you still do different costumes
actually,
for Halloween?
For Halloween, usually what I do, so this kind of started a few years ago. One of my original design costumes is on the Facebook page. I haven't done the other two yet. But I was like, oh, it's Halloween and we have a party tonight. I should probably make something to wear tonight. Can we go to the fabric store? My boyfriend's like, okay. We bought some, velvet, and I come back, and, an hour later, I have a costume. I'm like, I'm good. So
I don't sew that well. That's amazing. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to make an apron. I'm trying to teach myself how to sew, and I've decided that an apron is a good place to start because I need one, and it seems simple, but I'm sure it will be more difficult than I think.
I gotta
and I'm
get
pretty
enough.
sure it's going to take me 5 hours, and you could do it in 15.
Well, I've
maybe.
been sewing forever, so.
Right. I'm just in awe. You and our podcast, she's our resident cosplay expert, which works out really well. It's like It's like you planned it or something. Not to.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it.
But both of the Erzas we've had have been really good. So at cosplay.
A couple years ago, the Halloween,
the
dress I made for Halloween came from, I was at the fabric store and I was like, ooh, I like this fabric. It has butterflies on it, blue butterflies everywhere. And I was like, I should make something out of that. And I went back and I was like, we have a Halloween party tonight. And I just made a dress like that. And then,
I love it. I love it.
The year after I did that, but it took two 2 days because we took L wire and we sewed a design in the back so it lights up with like flames on the back of it. And so it's been like self-designed stuff, but this year I'm not going to get to. I just don't have enough time to make a original design. I'm doing there's a cosplay contest for The Witcher 3, and I'm doing the Sorceress Yennefer from The Witcher 3. So I'll probably end up wearing that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then the dress I wanted to make, SparkFun has provided us with some fiber optic fabric.
What does that even mean?
It means it's like fabric made out of fiber optic wire. So you can put like a light through it, and it makes it look like stars of whatever color light that is.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm gonna make a dress out of it.
Oh, that'll be so cool. That is exactly what I thought it would be, but I just wanted to be sure. That sounds so cool.
I'm planning on doing a dress of that with some, they give us strings of individual addressable LEDs, which means you can make each one your own color, and I want to make like white fabric for the dress, so if I want a blue dress, I'll just make it blue. If I want a red one, I'll make it red.
That is so cool.
I'll probably try to do that for Christmas or something, or New Year's maybe.
So then have you been sewing since you were 14 as well, or is that just...
Yeah, pretty much right around there.
Whoa.
My grandma is really good. She learned how to sew when she was a kid. It was like one of the things they taught girls when they were growing up in Germany. So if I had a problem, I'd be like, Grandma, what should I do? And she's like, oh, you're better than me now. Figure it out on your own.
I can't help you anymore.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Yeah, I did not have to do that. Our home ec was like cross stitch or needle point or whatever. You get the plastic canvas and the giant yarn needle, and you just
and you make the design.
It. Yeah, that was basically it. And then I think
didn't get to do that.
I think I would have liked to. I also took wood shop. So that was good. I know how to saw things and construct that way, but like fabric, I'm like, I don't get it. I inevitably do something inside out the first time. I'm like, it's fine.
Well, technically, you're supposed to make it inside out and then flip it.
Right, and that's the problem I have. I end up and I'm like, this piece is backwards. No, the seams are on the outside. How did I? Yeah. Like, inevitably, I always get something with the seam on the outside, and I'm like...
I did that one time. It was my very first armor, and it was a beginner costume for the contest. And we made a gypsy from Ragnarok online, and I sewed the pant leg on inside out.
Oh, no!
All night, like, hand sewing that in there, because it was like a sequin. I had to put sequins on a bikini bottom and everything for that, and I put the pant leg inside out and didn't even notice. So craftsmanship judging, she was like, your pant leg's inside out. I'm like, oh.
Damn it! Oh, that's really sad. So I guess then,
thought it was funny.
What? Well, I mean... Now, I'm sure at the if it had been me at the time, I would have been like, no, so upset and frustrated and angry. Flip the table. So then, what is the most difficult thing you have come across? You know, not necessarily maybe a costume or something, but just like the most difficult cosplay you've ever had or encountered. Depending on if it was difficult to like construct or like everything went wrong.
You could say that the Blackwing armor, everything went wrong. I know it looks really awesome, but there's about, not including the wings, there's 29 armor pieces. Like that's like the breastplate, the backplate, whatever, and
that's so many pieces.
Yeah, and we kind of started way late compared to what we usually do, so most of it ended up getting made in the last week, right before the contest. And we remade why it took so long and why it's kind of inexpensive. It's probably about a $600 costume because we made it out of Warbler. And we for the armor to look like that thick, we take a Warbler or Wonderflex and then craft foam and sandwich it in there and then shape it.
Mhm.
And we remade every single piece that makes a piece like 3 times or more.
Wow.
We rebent because if you look at the wings, they
Mhm.
curve up and then they kind of go like this, down and then up. We must have reshaped that like 4 or 5 times. So it was a lot of,
Whoa.
and then we forgot this part. Oh, we need a belt cover. It's like the day of. We have to go up there. We're like, shit, do we make a belt cover? Like, you know, how do we attach this? And I'm up in the hotel room, like, right before my craftsmanship judging, trying to make, like, this harness. Everything is on a harness that attaches to this little tiny backpack. And I'm like, it's not going to stay on. And then I couldn't open one of my wings. And, yeah.
Bummer.
It was gotta fix this. It's not as bad as the year before when we made the Lightning Empress armor because the armor went smoothly, but due to the flooding in Manitou, which is where my boyfriend lives and we're making the armor there, we ran out of material and we couldn't leave to get anything else because if you left, you didn't come home.
There was a lot of flooding. I forgot about that. That was last year, wasn't it? Oh my God,
yeah, and then we were finishing that costume because of all that right up until like craftsmanship judging like 5 minutes before.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You like to toe the deadline, it sounds like.
Yeah, and another thing, we probably shouldn't do this, but we have never actually gone to a convention where I've tried on everything together before the day of the judging. It just works because we have done like, oh, this piece and this piece go together, that's fine, but we've never had the whole thing on before. So it will take like over an hour to try to figure out where should we, because most of it's attached with Velcro, and we're like, do we need more Velcro somewhere? I don't know what to do.
That's really funny. So does your boyfriend help you with all of them, or just some of them?
He helps with the armor, not very much fabric. Like the thing I'm wearing now, I pretty much did myself. But the armor pieces, because he does 3D modeling, he can kind of see how a shape should be when it's flat. And so he'll make the patterns. And while he's doing that, I'll work on like fabric stuff. But then I do all the sanding and painting and stuff.
Whoa, that's really cool. Is
like
that how you end up with that 3D printed figure of you?
Oh yeah, it was actually kept it close so I could show it.
It's so cool.
This is actually what I'm wearing right now. I don't know how well this shows up, but
it's kind of flat.
winning audience favorite, they had me in this outfit on a little pedestal that just went round and round, and there it is on the...
You have a 3D printed version of you. That's so cool. 3D printing is so cool.
I know, and it's really cool because it's pretty big, you know. It's about 4 inches or so. So the only thing I was sad about is the thing couldn't scan high enough, so I couldn't have my naginata on it.
Oh, bummer. Yeah, I was wondering why you didn't have that because I saw the picture of it earlier on your page.
I have
your cosplay page.
I didn't know if you wanted to talk about like the weapons or anything, so I have...
We can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Okay. We make a lot of the weapons. They're really light. They might be pretty massive, as you see in the pictures, but they're made out of, like, here's the blade for my naginata. And this is insulating foam for a house, and it's carved down into this shape, and then we take a drill right through there. And then it's covered, this one's particularly, I think if I hold it close enough you might be able to see there's a few lines on it. It's just covered in, I believe, tape and then, like, or paper mache.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you can kind of
sometimes the pieces that need more structural support have, like, Warbler or Wonderflex over it, and I'm pretty sure if you hit somebody, you hurt them pretty bad with those because it makes
like your Lightning Empress thing.
Yeah, this one got slightly damaged. You can see the tip is blue, so you can see the inside. I'll have to fix that.
Yeah.
Because it was up against the wall and it got scraped, and some of the paint is coming off there. So we need to do that. But what I did, because this thing's big. A lot of my weapons are really big, so it's hard to, like, you can't fit in the car. And you can't have this thing on the top of the car, like driving the road, dun, 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 you know.
I mean, you could, but you shouldn't.
Like the lightning ember spear would snap, for example. So this has PVC in here, so we have a joint. And then here's another, let me move this back real quick. Here's about a third of my staff. So it's a piece of PVC, and there's more insulating foam, and that's like, this is hot glue. And it's painted with that, and you can see there's a hole there, and so we would just piece it together by screwing it.
Whoa! Nice.
And then the reason this one's so long is I have another one on this end that screws in there. So we get the whole thing, but it's pretty awesome. This is hard to do while holding it to the camera, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and oddly I can't. While I'm sitting, apparently I can't get it on there straight, so I can't demonstrate it. Yeah,
there
whatever.
Are pictures.
This is kind of what it looks like, and then it goes in there. You have a blade. That looks like
I feel like your engineering helps you with a lot of this. These are not things that I would ever think to do. But then again, I'm also very new to this whole thing, so.
Yeah. I think you might have a point there, because some of the judges at NDK in the past have told us they actually like that our engineering is hidden. I guess there's a lot of people, for example, that have wheel armor to support those big wings. A lot of people will make like a square down the back, and mine they couldn't figure out how it stayed on, you know. So they like that everything's like hidden in the armor. So you gotta think of a lot of tricks like that.
I think that's really cool too. Like, it kind of, I mean, it's sort of, it almost defeats the purpose when you're trying to do this really cool armor that has these, are not really drawn to be cosplayed easily. It's sort of things like, you know, you've got the open back or whatever, right? And it just, you know, it sort of defeats the purpose, or the, you know, the coolness of the cosplay if you've got this giant, like, square brace in the back. Which, you know, but that's how I would do it, because I don't know how to do things.
Well, it's a lot of trial and error, because with the Dragoon, that was the first armor, we actually tried to make a backpack to support those giant wings with craft foam. That really went well. Yeah, no. It was just like rip, and we're like, wow, that would have sucked really bad. Now, because we're using like the thermoplastics, like Warbler, Wonderflex, the Black Wing Armor's wings are PVC, and there's some pulleys in there and various other things. He didn't have my left wing on all the way, and I was posing for a picture. My wing just fell off, and it landed on the ground, and everyone's like, oh no, it probably broke. And I was like, nope, it's good. And he just put it right back on. It was perfectly fine.
That's really good. That's really good.
Or like,
otherwise...
Yeah, I used to have people, you know, the conventions are crowded. People will bump into me a lot, and I used to be like, no, those shoulder spikes are made of cardboard. Now I have to go make new ones or something. And now I have, like, armor. I mean, they're going to walk into the plastic and, oh, no, did I break it? No, but you're bleeding because you just
No, but you're broken now.
You might want to have that looked at.
That's really funny. Do you wear your cosplay just around the conventions, or do you like the ones with the big wings and stuff, or do you save those for contests?
Usually I will use them just for the contest, like the Heaven Wheel armor. The wings won't hold back because, well, they're massive, and the way that they're attached on metal and stuff. So I can't go through doors. I can't go. It took me like a minute sideways up that ramp because they had once I was up, I was fine. I could move around, but that railing, you know.
Yeah.
With the Blackwing armor, we're like, well, the wings fold down, right? I was able to go in an elevator, so I was able to wear it around for a bit. Don't get very far with a costume like that, though, because everyone, of course, wants pictures of it, because they're like, oh my god, look at that crazy thing.
It's so cool.
I stood in an elevator, and I just had the sword like this, and it opened up, and I was like, you shall not enter. And the guy was just like, what? And it just closed.
So not only are you Ezra, but
whoever
you're also
that was,
Gandalf.
if you recognize me now, I just wanted to do that because it was funny.
That's so funny. I love it. I would totally have done that if I had a sword.
Well, I had the wings, the whole thing on there, so he couldn't have gotten in there if he wanted to. But, yeah. But I was able to walk around. I could go through doors. I was able to. The photo shoot we did in Red Rocks, I wore the wings back down the hiking trail. Because they're like this, but you can rotate them back. And so we just rotated them back, and it was great because little kids were like, "Mommy, is that a demon?" And then I'd like spread the wings, and they're, "Oh my god!" It's fun to mess with people.
Amazing. That's the best part of cosplay in public. Like when you leave the convention, is just the things that people say.
Yeah,
like, at NDK, oh man, so good.
A lot of people knew. They were like, "Oh, is it a photo shoot?" And one of my friends, he was like, "I'm so tempted to just say no. We're on an adventure. We're questing."
Right, we're just hanging out. Yeah, at NDK, I went out to Walmart, and I had plans to go back to the convention, so I didn't change out of cosplay, and there were 2 children that were just like freaked out because I was Espeon. I was Mira, so I had, the funny little hair thing, and
Oh, you were one of the Mira. That was this year.
Mhm.
So I probably ran into you at the photo shoot.
I actually didn't stay for the photo shoot. I had to drive back to Salt Lake that day. I was so sad. If
they had only done that Saturday, I could have done it in the Blackwing armor.
Right? I had hoped that it was gonna be on Saturday, but everybody was, it's Sunday at noon, and I was like, I'm gonna be leaving Sunday at noon, because I have
next time we'll get it on Saturday, so we can have one of the good.
Or I'll take off more time.
Yeah.
But
it would have been better for me too, so I completely understand.
Yeah. So I was not there, but I'm glad. Did you go then?
I did, but I was in the robe of Ewan because that's all. Like, the other thing with my armor is the armor is my bra. I cannot change out of that without a hotel room, so I can't really do that in the parking lot,
Right. That would be a little awkward.
What happened to Natsu? He went poof.
I don't know. He just sort of went to go hang out on the chair, I guess. I really hope that because he's laying down, I hope that he hasn't fallen asleep. Because we'll have a never-ending broadcast. That would be so good. I mean, you could leave whenever you wanted, but it'd just be, like, on him. That would be really funny. He's frozen on my screen, sitting there cuddling Hank. It's great. But, oh no, he's moving around. Natsu! There's a lag, so I don't actually know what's happening because it's frozen. But like on the YouTube, it's maybe like 45 seconds behind sometimes. Mm-hmm. So who knows what's going on?
Oh, it's okay.
He waved. There he goes. I hope you are just bothered by talking to me, but yeah, I don't know what happened.
Somebody asked if we were Colorado native.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, we are.
Yeah, I was born in San Diego, but I consider myself to be a
girls.
Hi, you're back.
I was just on mute. I just wanted to lay down with Hank, and we kind of.
We were just wondering what happened.
I waved. I pointed at Hank.
I saw.
I was alive. I just figured I was gonna let the girls talk.
It was fun. I was just curious. I wasn't sure if you'd fallen asleep.
I didn't want to interrupt.
I didn't know if you'd fallen asleep.
Happy was happy.
Happy was happy.
Double vision.
So I say yes, I am a Colorado native, even though I was born in San Diego, but I moved to Denver when I was 2. I don't remember San Diego. And then I lived there till I was 18. And now I live in Salt Lake.
And I was born in Colorado, and I've been here my whole life, minus like a trip to Japan I took and one to Canada.
What? You went to Japan and Canada?
Yeah.
Canada's so pretty. And also, I want to go to Japan so bad.
Get off the podcast. Just go now.
No, I want to hear about Japan. Don't kick her off.
I want to go so bad.
I also do.
I went on the Joe Mandro Grassroots Summit. So every second year you would have a chance to go to Japan if you wanted to. There's one coming up in 2015. If you want to go, I would look it up and see if you're able to. It's only like $2,000 or something.
Yeah, only 2,000 because.
No, seriously, you're there for like a week. Everything's paid for. You're staying in like 4- and 5-star hotels. They give you all your food. They take you to do stuff. You even stay with the family for a couple days, and they show you everything in their area. It's pretty cool.
Wow. That is very cheap, or for all that you're getting. So it's still expensive.
The places I want to go. Because I want to spend an entire day at Shonen Jump headquarters. Okay. I want to spend another entire day at Kodansha headquarters. I want to spend 2 days at Akihabara, and then I want to go home.
I feel like he's gonna have a very expensive trip.
Yeah, right?
He's gonna be like, everything.
I just want to go hang out at Shonen Jump headquarters, go to Kodansha, run to Akihabara, get a bunch of swag, come home.
What about Kyoto? I want to go to Kyoto.
I do want to go to Kyoto. I want to go to Nara and feed the deer.
I also want to go. I want to go everywhere except for maybe Tokyo.
No, I want to go to the Bunny Island.
Yeah. You have to take our Lucy with you to do that. Or
No,
also Elfman.
She's pretty much done with bunnies.
Is she? Now that she owns them.
Yeah, now that she owns them, she's like, bunnies are not nearly as fun. They're the devil. I'm like, yeah.
Their noses are still so cute. There we go.
Their noses are so cute. Oh,
Shut up.
Their noses are so cute.
Shut up. It's true.
Or could be California girls.
I do have another question. Back to, how you mute yourself so you can sing Beach Boys? Ridiculous. What is something that you would like to impart on like new cosplayers, or like just like do you have any words of wisdom or something?
What advice
would you give? Yeah.
Okay. I would have to say, don't be afraid to mess up. You're going to mess up. No matter what you do, you're going to mess up. At some point, something is going to go horribly wrong. And a lot of people, what I see is they go, oh, I messed that up. I don't want to do this anymore because I can't do it, blah, blah. Especially if you're working with, like, Wonderflex or something. You have to get a feel for it. If you mess up, whatever, the only thing you wasted is a little bit of time and maybe some money from material. But you can always remake it.
All right.
Another thing would be patterning. Make sure that if you're making anything, use something really cheap to make a pattern. Because if you want a right shape, especially for an armor, making it out of like construction paper, way better than making it out of plastic.
No one ever reached success without climbing a mountain of failure.
Yep, that's true.
Okay, fortune cookie.
That's not a fortune cookie. That just popped into my head.
It sounds like a fortune cookie. It's true. I'm not saying it's not true, but it sounds like it came out of a fortune cookie.
My wisdom just got compared to a fortune cookie. You know what? I am never imparting knowledge to you ever again.
Well, fine.
It's okay. You can impart it to me. It was beautiful.
I think that as far as cosplay goes,
I can get even in a couple of weeks with her though.
I don't like the sound of that. I'm gonna be out there.
Badge away. Yeah. No, I won't do that. I'm not that mean.
Probably the last thing that I would suggest is material choices too, because if you want something to look a certain way, like this is supposed to be kind of shiny stuff I picked, if I used cotton it wouldn't look as right, or like your paint job, if you don't sand it smooth enough you're gonna have bumps and it won't look right or whatever. Pick your materials carefully, because that's what the way it looks like. For example, my the new one I'm making for Halloween, I'm making it out of velvet and leather because that's what she wears. If I made that out of cotton, it wouldn't look right.
That's true. That is a very good point.
What new shows or games have you been getting into lately that you've seen potential for cosplay for as well?
A friend of mine just showed me Sword Art Online, and they did see one character from the new Sword Art Online, the one, the green-haired chick with the guns.
Sinon.
Yeah. I
Who's
was
that?
looking at her. She's the sniper, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
I need to watch the
She's more or less the main character of season 2.
What? Why not Kirito?
Either that or no, Kirito totally looks like a chick in that.
Kirito's there too, but yeah, Sinon is more.
She's
like...
very girly, yeah. But
actually, you guys should see Raina Scully from SourceFed and SourceFed Nerd actually review it. She fucking hates Asuna. She hates her so much.
I've always liked Asuna. Is she not good in the second season?
Asuna's barely in the second season.
Oh, I always liked Asuna.
No, she just didn't like...
I really need to watch it. I will get there.
Raina just doesn't like how fucking perfect Asuna is. She's like, we need imperfection. That's what makes...
Oh, yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
But I was like, you will get your imperfection. Like, Asuna's imperfect life shows up more in the real world than it does in the gaming world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the reason why she's like so amazing and looks so perfect in the game, is because her life in the real world is nowhere near that. So that will be stuff, hopefully, that if they keep doing episodes this season, you may actually get to see, because it looks like we've got some more episodes, so we may actually be able to delve into that.
Yeah, there's about 12 more.
Oh, 12 more episodes in this season?
Yeah. I
hope that we get to that arc I was talking about, the one that's going to make everybody cry and hit them right in the feels. Because I read the light novels, so yeah. I'm much further ahead.
Asuna's Alfheim, the blue-haired like fairy Undine outfit.
Undine.
I kind of want to make that with Anime Electronic fairy wings.
Nice.
That would be really cool because no one's done that. Every time they do, it's always Kirito or Asuna, and they're always the same from Sword Art Online, not from the other
my god,
games.
there were so many Kirito and Asunas at NDK. Holy crap.
If you do that, if you do make the animatronic wings so that they move and stuff, you need to record that. You need to get a video recording of
absolutely.
Do like a step-by-step thing to show people how to do it.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
One of the cool things about cosplay is when you do something and you finally do it to where it looks good and it seems to be successful, people share what they do. Like that's that's one of the great parts about the community. Like people will actually share, like, hey, this is how I made this, if you would like to make one as well.
Mm-hmm.
I've already provided my Heaven Wheel armor to 3 individuals who wanted to try to make that. 2 of them went $1,000. So I don't think they're going to be making that, but the third one...
Is that how much your Heaven's Wheel costs?
Yeah, fiberglass is not
Whoa.
cheap. If you want the wings to do that, it's like 10 layers of fiberglass.
Holy crap.
I could get hit by a car and it wouldn't do anything to me. I'd be like, oh.
Actual
Person is protected.
Actual armor.
My dad was telling me if I put 1 layer of Kevlar in that somewhere, it would have been bulletproof.
Yeah.
So, minus, the fact your stomach and your chest are open.
I was going to say, the parts that are important, but you might, it's still...
Let's face it, most terrorists would stop shooting as soon as they saw your stomach and chest, so there we go. They'd be like, oh, why don't women from our country dress like this? I'm like, well... Because you have those weird rules. No. I don't know.
Sorry, it's getting cold and you like a blanket.
Yay, blanket!
It's getting cold. It is getting really cold in here. Like, ooh.
You're welcome to grab a jacket if you need.
Oh no, I'm fine. I have a blanket now.
Woohoo!
Did we have anything else we wanted to talk about, or have we pretty much covered everything?
I mean, besides you asked the last question, because that I wanted to, anyways. It was besides Erza, what cosplay do you want to do? But
Oh,
that.
I have a list. I want to do Rydia from
Nice.
Final 4. Because she just looks so pretty in that green, and like green hair would be pretty cool. I want to do, of course, the other Erza armors I mentioned. I'm gonna redo Rose, and my boyfriend was gonna do Lavitz, and we got a friend who's gonna do either Miranda or Shanna, but we wanted to do it where the wings are lighting up, so they'd be animatronic wings that flap with light. So we want to do that. Oh, what else? There was a couple more. Of course, from The Witcher, I want to do 2 of the sorceresses. I want to do Triss and Yennefer. And then most of them are like video game characters, but I haven't really seen many more anime characters. So this may be like it'll keep me busy for a while.
That's really cool. Oh man, you do things that just seem so complicated. I just love it. It's so cool.
I like complex stuff. It's no fun if you don't have a challenge.
That's very true. That's very true.
I seem to be doing wings every second year, so we'll see if that keeps up.
It's like you have a lot of things with wings, and you keep talking about more wings that are gonna be awesome. And
but they're so fun.
Use the fiber optic fabric to make things light up and be awesome. Though that dress that you're making or going to make sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth, what?
Gender event Sephiroth.
Oh.
I don't know. That's a lot of like chest hanging out.
Woo! Sorry, I got excited. The person that asked if we were Colorado natives is also from California, but has been living in Colorado ever since. Ever since, I'm not sure when, but ever since.
Okay.
Ever since
really. I just got excited. Sorry. This is what happens and why our shows take forever, because I read the comments and then I get distracted and I distract everybody else. Whoops.
It's all good.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like we have any questions that haven't already been asked.
Okay.
So if there's, I don't know, did we talk about everything that you wanted to talk about? I know we got your cosplay costumes, we got your weapons a little bit.
Weapons are kind of important, especially when you're doing airs, because if you don't have a weapon,
then you just look really cool, but not as badass.
Yeah.
Erza is so neat. I love her.
You should do your podcast dressed as Mary Jane.
I have a crappy wig that I need to get a new one. I don't really like the wig I have. I have done that before, actually. Like, we were going to interview, we haven't yet, but we were going to interview the voice for Jason, the Sorcerer Weekly guy that yells cool all the time. And
oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was going to put on my wig for that, because as Mira, she's Sorcerer Weekly, and it just seemed appropriate. But I had a swoop because I hadn't cut the bang thing yet, the little tuft. I fixed it.
Oh.
Well, our Erza fixed it. She cut it off for me, but I put it on. It's weird. But it's not a very good wig. I keep looking towards where it is, just to remind myself that I don't like it that much. It's not super high quality. I think I bought it before I learned things about wigs, and I was like, oh.
I never want to do that again. Wig I had for my Blackwing armor, I hand sewed 6 wefts of hair into it so it would have enough to put up the ponytail.
Whoa.
My poor hand was like, never again.
Oh man. So do you have multiple Erza wigs then to go with your multiple armors?
Yes, actually, I've made a wig for each hairstyle. So because so it's awesome because then I just change the clothes and change the hair.
And you don't have to. That's true.
The good news is a lot of the ones that I picked, like this one has a down hair. So does the Heaven Wheel armor. So does the Purgatory armor.
So then can you use that one for all of them, or is it slightly different?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Nah,
what
the
it
only
looks
ones
like.
that are like really different are like the Lightning Empress. She has a braid, and her hair is much longer than
Mm.
normal. So I had to have that one, and then the ponytail up, obviously for the Blackwing armor, but that also works for her flame pants, and also
Mhm.
for like the tournament armor and other. She has several outfits like
Yeah, she
that too.
does. She does have her hair up in quite a few of those.
I just need to make one with like pigtails now because of the Fire Empress armor.
Flame. Yeah, that one is pigtails.
Yep.
Whoa. Yeah, I need to get a new wig. Like, I think I need one. I need a lace front because of the way her hair just pulls up, right? So, and I
Yeah.
don't. That's not what I have. It was like $30, and it was like, this is a mirror wig, and I was like, that's perfect. I don't even have to do anything, and it's just bad. It's like I can't even. I like brush it because it warps the fibers so badly, and then they get so tangled, and I'm just like, I just don't want to wear it. Ugh.
Oh,
So I'm gonna get a different one, and I know they still tangle, but like,
a lot of
I don't
hairspray?
know. Yeah, no, and like I did detangler in it and everything, and it's still just like I can't even. Probably because when I first tried to brush it out, I warped everything because it wasn't meant. I don't know. I blew it. I have learned things. I need a new one. Is the long and short of that. But I plan. Mira is in the. That's why I'm teaching myself to sew, so that I can make a Mira that I like. 'Cause I like Mira. She's great. And I feel like I should cosplay.
And next thing you know, he'll take all my tips and you'll be like Demon Mira with the hair straight up.
Right? It's entirely possible, though, that, like, because that's a thing. They have already told me, the rest of the group that's not here, I think it was Natsu that said it. If ever I am at a convention and Monica is there, who's the English voice actor, that I am required to do Saint and Soul. And I was like, I don't think that's a thing I can do.
If we're at a convention,
So I might be like, Sakura, I don't know how to do wings. I need help.
Be like, come on over. My boyfriend has a hotel. Come stay here. We'll make your costume.
Well, I'm sure I could find a like.
Oh,
I
it's
could
as simple as this.
get
If
it.
you do Satan Soul Mira Jane, you have to get a picture with Monica.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
that
only
would
that,
be fun to
Monica's gonna be
do.
like- No, knowing Monica, she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, I need a picture with you." Yeah.
I could also bring her chocolate brownies or something, muffins, not
Yes,
muffins,
she does-
cupcakes.
she does
That's
like
the word
food.
I'm looking for. She likes chocolate, doesn't she?
She likes chocolate. Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know if I have anything else really.
I think.
I mean, I don't have any questions. We talked about everything that I could have imagined.
And we're
asking
almost
about.
to an hour and a half. We're getting close now.
Are we?
Yeah, it's like 10:20 my time.
Whoa! Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Go us! I didn't even notice. Just like hanging out.
That's why I was like. That's why I was like. I backed off and everything. I was like, you guys are actually having an interesting conversation. I don't want to interrupt. I'm just gonna lay back here and listen.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Thanks.
wasn't trying to be rude. I was trying to get.
No, I was worried that you had fallen asleep again. Like endless broadcast. By that I mean 4 hours, right?
Oh my.
No.
Well-
Auto shut off after 8 hours.
No, it checks in at 150 minutes, and if it doesn't know if you're still here, it ends up.
Oh, okay. It'll
And that's
auto.
150
I know
is.
the longest you can record for is 8 hours. Like that.
Yeah, the longest you can go for is 8 hours, but you have to tell it that you're still here.
Yeah.
150 is 2.5. We don't really hit that all that often. Fortunately.
I was hoping to get more comments and questions.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I asked.
We didn't have a lot of people coming in to check it out live.
I'm
Sad.
sure that they will watch it later, though.
Yeah.
Somebody says.
Again,
that-
guys, all the information
on
is
the
down in
computer.
the description. Make sure to check that out. I think that's going to be it for tonight. We actually covered a lot of information, and it went for a while. So, thank you.
I feel like I learned a lot.
Thank you
whether
first
or not
and
I will-
foremost, Sakura, for
You're welcome.
jumping on with us. Make sure to check out her Facebook fan page and follow her on Twitter. Show her love. Show her.
Because she's awesome.
Thank you,
Just
guys.
look at her as like armors. Like I can't even. It's just I can't I clearly can't English because it's so cool.
If you want to check out more from us, we will be doing the live show on Monday night at 9 p.m. Central, so about 8 Mountain. If wherever you are, just do the math, add, subtract from there. Yeah, because I'm lazy. I'm not gonna throw out all of it. Yeah, that'd take forever.
Yeah. Quick question, real fast, on before we end, is somebody wants to know if we would get a guild mark tattoo, and I absolutely want one. I don't know that I would get mirrors in the middle of my leg, but I definitely want.
I'm planning on getting my Natsu tattoo sometime soon.
Show the arm.
Show the arm. Show the terrible damage from whatever bugs have been all over me lately. I don't know. I've got like bug bites. I don't even know where they came from. They're just all over.
You do live in Tennessee.
Yeah, well, I don't go outside.
Bugs everywhere.
I don't go outside. That's why I'm concerned.
The way you left
I actually would, but if I cosplay anything other than Erza, it would become problematic, so probably can't get a real one.
Right. I know they have makeup for it, but it seems like it would just be not worth it.
Yeah, but this is a fake one that was just
like a temporary tattoo?
It's what you do is if you go online, you can order temporary tattoo paper. And if you make a file, and you have to make sure it's backwards, because when you put it on, if it looks normal to you, it'll be backwards on you. So you have to make it backwards, print it out. You can use printer ink. I've gotten these if you scrub the crap out of your skin before you stick it on there, and you're careful not to get it too wet. Like when you take a shower, you can get it to last up to 2 weeks.
Whoa! That's really cool.
Yeah. For a temporary, that's really good. Because sometimes if they're not quite, when you put the sticky stuff on, you have to do it real careful. If you don't, then you'll end up having it come apart, and then you'll turn whatever color your printer ink was for a little bit. While you're washing it off. It either lasts like a day or it lasts 2 weeks.
Got here right at the end. This is our Erza.
I just got home. I'm so tired.
I'm sorry.
Hi. I didn't even turn on my computer. I was just like, I'm just going to get on my phone and see how much. Just say hi.
Our Erza.
For almost an hour and a half. We were pushing it to try and see if you could get on.
For like 5 minutes? Yeah, hey.
Oh, hey, right.
All right, so do you guys want some good news really quickly?
Sure.
Yes. Yeah, good news is always good.
So I sent another email back to Patrick to ask if he was available next week. So we're going to try and see if we can get Luxus on the show next week for an interview. Also,
yay.
just because we're also going to be asking the guys over at Funimation if we could get Todd or Jeremy on soon too. So we haven't talked to them in a while.
Yay.
So
that's really exciting.
Yeah, I definitely want to get the two of them on.
Yeah. So good timing there.
Well, at least I got to say hi, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
Best timing.
Best timing.
All I heard is something about sticky stuff when I got on.
Talking about how to make the temporary tattoos.
Yeah, she was talking about tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
Tattoo paper.
Tattoos, yay.
Oh, yeah, actually, the local costume shop down here, we were trying to find some without having to order it online, and the guy said, oh, no, we can't sell that because legally it's not good for your skin or something. It's not approved for cosmetic whatever. And my boyfriend was like, you do realize that there is edible ink you could use? And the guy's like, oh, maybe we should get that paper. He was afraid it would be a liability to sell it because if people just use printer ink, it could potentially irritate you or whatever. But I've never had a problem ever. If it gets itchy, take your nails to it.
Scratch it off.
Scratch it off.
Yeah.
What? I don't remember what con I was at, but I put on a temporary tattoo, and that thing stuck like forever, and I just gave up and was like, whatever, I'll just have this tattoo for the rest of the weekend. It'll be okay.
All right. Well, we're gonna have
Yeah.
to stop. We're gonna have to stop the live show here. And,
Okay.
Urza, stay on for a little bit longer with us after we hang up. Okay.
I
Sure.
will.
All right. Well, thank you guys who are watching so much, and thank you for watching, even if you weren't able to catch it live. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys on Monday for the full live show.
Maybe.